Welcome to the video. Today I'm going over the biggest and maybe most interesting hands I played in Las Vegas recently. So that was for the World Series of Poker, and well, this is the first day that I played. I arrived at maybe 10 p.m. or something, then I slept a little bit and then went right to the casinos. I played two not so interesting sessions at the Aria and at the Paris, and then I went over to the Win. And that's basically the first biggest pot I played here. So the way I did it was when I was all in and I saw that it's a big pot, then I took out my smartphone and filmed it. So not very professional here, but anyway we have some footage at least that we can go over. So I will just show it. This is a double board bomb pot. So I have on the one board a full house with king 8, and on the other board I made a runner straight. So you can't see my opponent's hand here, but this is around 4k pot roundabout, I would say. So very lucky that I made the backdoor straight here. But yeah, he had a set on the one board and I had a full on the other board. So he was basically drawing that on my board. And then I had like two backdoor draws, backdoor flush draw and backdoor straight draws on the other board. And I scooped this one, so I won the entire pot. So most of the time when you play a double board PLO bomb pot, you will just split the pot. But yeah, in this case I was lucky to win it. And the next hand on the same table, it's a three-way pre-flop on it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. It says King 8.
Do video to Berlin.
And in the background, the people talking to me, I've actually met them in Texas.
He did
turn.
ואני לא מפיק הפלופ הזה. אני לא מפיק את הפלופ הזה.
So yeah, it's always a good feeling when your opponents don't want to show their hand, but sometimes you still get the slow roll. So the flop was quite favorable for me. I flopped the flush draw, but then the next run out is like not so great for my aces, but I managed to hold
If I call you...
in this over 4k pot.
איזה מזל. איזה מזל. לא, הוא ניסה להגדיר. איזה מזל.
So yeah, very happy to drag that in, obviously on the very first session. So an amazing start here to the Vegas trip. This is the resulting chip stack here. So quite cool in my opinion. Like, how much is that? That's like a 6.5k stack. So I was in the game for 1.5k and booking a profit of 5k in the first session. Obviously great. Then this must be like 2 days later. I took a shot at a quarter game at the Aria. So this is 25-25, and this was early in the morning. I came there at maybe 6 a.m. and this table opened maybe at 7 a.m. So it's a brand new table, and pretty much everyone at my table buying in extremely deep, maybe like 10k plus, many of them, and they basically all want to straddle to 50. And I cannot play a 25-25-50 game. Actually 25-25 is very high stakes for me, so it's a shot essentially. So I didn't want to straddle to 50, and yeah, I basically decided to leave after the next orbit, and they also changed the game to 25-50 then. And then before I left, I picked up King Jack 10-9 single suited in the cutoff, and the 50 straddle was on. And I had like 2,700 in my stack, so a little bit over 50 big blinds. I open raised to 200 and the small blind 3-bet me to 675, and everyone folds to me. I call and the flop comes 10-10-9, so I flop a full house in this huge hand already, and my opponent just goes ahead and bets full pot. So obviously a great feeling for me, and yeah, then I started to capture this after I went all in.
15 and 5. 21.50.
Board 900 or something?
Yeah. So yeah, that was like a 5.6k pot or something like that. So one of the biggest pots I played in my life. Great feeling to win that one, and yeah, I basically said that I would leave soon. So it's a little bit of a hit and run. I don't like to do it, but like in this case, I had no other option basically. Yeah, so here I'll just show this stack here because I think it looks quite cool. This was another great session at the Win, maybe a day or 2 days after that, where I won 2000 or something. But before that I also lost 1500 at the Aria, so still quite a good day. But I thought this just looked quite cool, the stack here. So then after that, I actually got in quite the bad downswing over the next week. So I was up, I think 14k after 1 week, which is my best week of poker ever. And after that, I lost a 3.5k pot at the Paris. I had like top set and a flush draw, and the other guy did not flush draw, and he rivered me. And then I had a few very boring sessions as well where I didn't play a big pot, and then I lost basically 10k in a few days or in like a week. And then I was playing at the Win once again, and then this hand happened. So here I'm just stopping this for now. You see this guy here on the right with the insane chip mountain. And this is after he lost some of his money back. So he was sitting on almost a 20k stack at the 5-5-10 game, or 5-5 with a rock basically, but this is like 5-5-10. And yeah, he was extremely splashy and willing to gamble. And because of that, I loosened my range and played King, Queen, Jack, 8. And the flop is 10, 9, deuce, rainbow. And I called big bet on the flop. We are actually like 3 players and 1 player all in on the flop. And then the turn was a 4 of spades. So brought a flush draw that I did not have. And this splashy opponent bets 2000 on the turn. And I decided to call with my rep. Now, if all my outs are live, then I have around 40% against a set, for example, or just an overpair, because I don't have any showdown value at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I decided to make that call, even though there's still a player behind. He luckily folded because he would have rivered the flush, a low flush. Yeah. So on the left we see the short stack who flopped a set of 10s, and I rivered the straight. We don't know what the guy to my right had. So yeah, this pot is pretty much the biggest pot of my life that I have won up to that point. Or maybe number 2, there was one which was very close. But yeah, 6k pot. Yeah, the feeling was just great to hit I was like praying that I hit my straight on the river, and it actually came. So that got me out of the downswing, and this was the resulting chip stack, the most I ever had in my stack. So that's a 7.5k stack here. Yeah, very, very cool here. Obviously a great feeling. And then 2 days later, another double board one pot. So I will just play this one out. So I have the nut flush draw and open-ended straight draw on the one board and trips on the other board.
Ooh, nice.
Make a full house on the top board with ace-9. Have the best hand on the top board.
Yes! Scoop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but do this. Yeah, put this in from both players and then do the side pot first.
1840. 1840.
Thank you.
So good.
Yeah, 1840. Can you give 40, please? 40. 1840. Okay, and then this one is the queen. It's the chop beside.
So yeah, once again a huge pot here.
Chop.
So the main pot.
Chop the man is yours.
So yeah, that was again almost a 6k pot. I think 5.7k or so. And that was the chip stack here. Yeah, another great session at the Win. So in the beginning it was really amazing at the Win. I won almost every session that I played. And then this is the next hand that I have. And before that session at the Win, I actually played a session at where I played quarter at the Paris, and it was going really well. I won 2.5k, and I was just out of the downswing with this other great session. And then I went to the Win because I wasn't tired, and yeah, the game broke at the Paris basically. So went to the Win. I was just got out of the downswing, was happy again, another like high point of the trip, right? And then I got to the Win, and it was an extremely aggressive table, and yeah, everyone was willing to gamble basically. And very quickly I lost $4,000, and I didn't capture the pots where I lost in the beginning, and then I ran it back up. So I went to eat something, made a break because I had to to keep myself together basically and not tilt. And so I ate something, breakfast actually. It was 10 a.m. so I played the night basically from maybe midnight, where I woke up, started playing, and then yeah, I hopped back into the game and ran up a huge stack again. So I was sitting here at maybe 4.5k stack or something like that. And then I picked up this beautiful hand, ace, ace, king, queen, double suited. And yeah, the maniac to my left got it all in pre-flop with me. And yeah, you can just watch the hand here.
Oh shit, sorry, my bad. Yeah. I was holding my hand.
Wait, run it twice?
7.8k pot.
Okay, then everything twice, please. So both side pot and main pot twice. Okay?
What are we doing?
I'm cool with whatever, but
So
do
both
they actually do that?
What are we asking? You're just trying
both side pot and main pot twice. That's just what I'm clarifying
So you
here.
just do two boards,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah.
Yeah,
two boards, right?
just two boards. Yeah. I'm gonna make one board and then I'm gonna make another board.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said no way.
I did not see that coming. You guys have run once, right?
I got 8-9 up top.
CH 25 on the hole. CH 25. HK Miami number 3.
Got 89 for both, right?
I got 8-9.
Nice.
That's gonna win both.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Get him.
The one guy in the background is very happy that the guy to my left wins the pot.
So whatever we have right here, takes the ball. Right? If he covers,
Yeah,
if he covers,
I don't think he covers
well, he
me.
doesn't cover.
Got him.
Yeah, the 6 was good too.
So yeah, this is the second biggest pot I played in my life, and just like the very biggest pot I played, I lose this pot. Yeah, with ace, ace, king, queen, double suited. And I was actually a little bit lucky in this case that my opponent didn't cover me, because like many people at the table were covering me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you have like that, like,
I knew they had the same damn cards.
yeah, it's great, right?
If you don't call, I call. Spades and 8-9.
Nuh-uh.
33.55.
Wow. So you got 3/4? Yeah, I knew they had the same damn cards, so I was like, fuck
And
it.
that's 1, 2, 3. How much? 33?
55.
Yeah, so that was this pot, and after that I think the table broke at some point, and yeah, I lost a lot of money actually. So yeah, I got right back into a downswing basically, where I lost another 10k. So this hand is part of it. This is actually 5-card Omaha now, and I have top pair and the nut flush draw. I decided to check raise huge. I get the nut flush on the turn, then the board pairs and I lose against top set.
Oh my god!
So you don't see my opponent's hand, but I lose this pot, and it's about a 4k pot. So I check raised here with my top set blocker and nut flush draw, thinking that it's, yeah, sometimes I get like a smaller set to fold because it's 5-card PLO. It's quite likely I have the top set, but my opponent actually slow played his top set, which I think he played this hand quite well. And yeah, unfortunately my flush on the turn cannot hold up and I lose this one here. Just wanted to show this. And yeah, then pretty much the last hand I want to play here is this one.
It's too late, fellas.
This was the 1-2 PLO game, and this is, I think, over a 2k pot.
Hold on. He's
Where I
into right
make runner,
here
runner,
only.
full house in
You
this
want outside pots.
4-way pot, I think it is.
Let me see.
Hey.
That's out of there. Right here, sir.
Nice one.
Alright, so he
This is
has
why you
an
have to
8.
run one.
Don't videotape, sir.
I'm just a table.
He don't videotape. He's got the outside. Now he's into right here. Push the camera down so I can push the pot, sir.
You gotta put it down.
So I won this pot. I had to stop filming because for some reason the dealer did not want me to film, which was very weird because a lot of people were doing it and I didn't have any problems.
Kings and jacks on top.
But yeah, this was the chip stack after I won another huge pot. So I was in the game for, I think, a little bit over 1,000. I actually think I was in for 1,700 or something and cashed out 5.7k here. So I won almost 4,000 bucks. And this is in a 1-2 game where a straddle to 5 was, I think, mandatory, so 1-2-5 basically. But still, the maximum buy-in was 500 at this table, and I managed to run it up to 5.7k. Insane session here. Basically winning against half the table 2 times was really crazy. So yeah, I think that's the same stack here. Yeah. So yeah, those were the hands that I wanted to show. Of course, I played multiple more very big pots, 2k, 3k, 4k pots that I didn't show today, but I just wanted to give a brief overview of some of the hands in different casinos. And yeah, the next time I want to film the whole hand and not just the end. And yeah, so it ended very well with this session pretty much at the end. So yeah, I'm very happy with the end result, and yeah, I hope you liked that small recap, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you.